Oh, thank you so much. Well, hi, how are you?
Hey
Congratulations on a
Diego, how you doing?
beautiful show. I'm great. I'm
Uh,
excited.
Thanks so much. Yeah, we really are proud of this one.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what, how do you think fantastical elements are included in Jin's life? Because he's living a very ordinary life. And what do you like about your elements coming in with his narrative?
What I really like about this story is that we're seeing this perspective of this kid Jin Wong growing up in kind of an all-white high school and him trying to find his identity and what parts of his culture to embrace. And what's beautiful about the story is that his cultural and all the mythologies of Chinese culture come to him in this high school situation, and he's forced to kind of deal with all of that. And so it's a really unique way of kind of integrating Chinese culture into a very classical American story about, high school identity and fitting in. And I think it melds the two very beautifully. So we have like, the Chinese mythological gods fighting in heaven, and then you have him dealing with bullies at lunchtime in high school and kind of seeing the parallels between the two. I think it's a really beautiful way to introduce some aspects about our culture, but also show the universality of it as well.
Absolutely. And what did you like about playing the Monkey King? Because there's the costume, of course, but
Yeah.
there's also a lot of physicality
Yeah.
with the role. How did you have fun with it? How did you create that character with your performance?
Well, I think it started with the amazing special effects makeup that was done on the character, and so we get to see him in various forms. You see him as an older father, a kind of a regal character. Then you see him in the flashback scenes when he's younger and he's not the king yet. And then you see him in an Earth-like form. So there's all these different looks to go through with the character. And it's really kind of interesting to be able to play him as a young man and as a young monkey and as an older monkey. And then also see him in kind of a man form on Earth and speaking English. So he kind of shape shifts throughout. And it kind of is indicative of his character because one of his superpowers is that he's a shapeshifter, right? You see that in the opening scene where he goes from being, an eagle to a tiger to a wolf to a fish, back to a wolf and back to, Monkey King again. And so it was kind of a really cool way to display the superpower of the character.
Absolutely. And since this is a very deep character, is there anything you'd like for audiences to know regarding the Monkey King that there wasn't a chance to explore in the show?
Well, I think we're incredibly lucky with episode 4 to be able to flash back to see the younger Monkey King, because I think that informs everyone about what he was like before. Because when he comes in, he's more of like a stoic, stern father, but he wasn't always that way. He was very similar to his own son in that he was rebellious, naughty, didn't like to listen to his elders and all that kind of stuff. And so you get to see that his full kind of arc through that. But I think what's also cool is that we get to show audiences like the traditional side of Monkey King as well as this newer, older, mature side.
Absolutely. And this was a beautiful role, by the way, and a beautiful performance. What would you like to do next?
What would I like to do next? I'd love to do season 2 of this. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Um, even though the prosthetic makeup part was really difficult to deal with, I think it was cool to be able to transform into a character. So that'd be cool. I got to dabble in a little bit of comedy with episode 4, so I'd love to do a comedy at some point. I've done many, many, many dark, violent things in the past, and I think there's some nice levity to be able to do comedy.
perfect. I'm sure this will get renewed, and I hope to be here then to interview you again. This was a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for your time, Daniel.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.